Sweet. Oh, hey. Hey, guys. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the finest presentation you're going to see at Trailhead DX. Under-promising here. This is Service Cloud Goes Mobile. My name is Liz Fox. I am a product designer here at Salesforce on the Service Cloud, and I designed the Android version of the Service Cloud mobile app that we're going to tell you about today.
And I'm Kristen Muramoto, product designer on Service Cloud at Salesforce, and I designed the iOS version of the app that we're going to talk to you about today.
We're very excited to be here. All right, this is a slide you guys may have seen before. This is our beautiful forward-looking statement. What it's telling you is please make purchasing decisions based on what is actually available in the market at the time that you make a purchase, not based on what you're going to see here today. Before we get started telling you about the app we've been busy designing for the last year, this is the team of people who've helped us put it together. So the top row is our UX team, user experience team. There's Josh, our director of design, who also laid the foundation for the app. There's Emily Paul, who's our researcher. There's me and Kristen again, and then our entire Service Cloud UX team. Everybody else on this slide are our wonderful doc writers, product managers, engineering managers, and engineers. So as you can see, it takes a village to make an app. And I'm going to pause and let you take that picture. OK, so what we're going to talk about today is the following. We're going to talk a little bit about what we've designed and why we've designed it, why we're trying to put Service Console into a mobile app. We're also going to give you an idea of what to expect from the app and do a bit of a side-by-side comparison with the app and the Service Console. And then we're going to do a demo of the features that we're working on right now that should be available when this app goes GA in the summer 18 release. So why mobile is a great question. What this is a purpose-driven, prescriptive, native app for case management. So what that means specifically is, unlike the Salesforce app that allows you to do basically anything within Salesforce on your phone, Service Cloud Mobile is built specifically for doing case management. So you're going to be able to do a lot of the different things that you do on console, but on your phone. Makes sense, more or less? And it's a native app, so there's a native Android version, there's a native iOS version, and we've been really careful about this because we want the app to feel like everything else that's on your phone. We want your agents to be able to get this app and know how to use it very intuitively. So why are we doing this at all? Good question. To answer that question, I will tell you a story about my bro, Corey. Corey is a case solver. He's an agent for a company called Home Supply. And what Home Supply does is they're basically like a small local Home Depot. They, if you want to redo your bathroom, you can go there. You can buy the tile to redo your bathroom. You can buy a nice fake plant to put in your bathroom. You could also get Home Supply to come and install all that tile for you. So they do quite a lot. And Corey isn't just working on the customer support team there. He basically is the customer support team. He's the guy who's going to answer your emails when something goes wrong. He's in the office picking up phone calls. But he also goes on those site installations. So he's often out of the office and troubleshooting something for a customer in their home. He works with his manager. Whoops. He does work with his manager. His name is Sheila. Sheila owns Home Supply. And so Sheila has recently found that all of the cases that are coming in from their social channels are a little bit too much to handle. So she's asked Corey to take care of those. And this is probably a story that a lot of you are very familiar with, especially if you work with a smaller, medium-sized business, where you're starting to see a really big increase in social cases over the last couple of years. So one day, Corey is helping a customer with a particularly difficult case. Her name is Deb. She's been a customer of Home Supplies for many years, and she has decided that she would really love to order 10 pink plastic lawn flamingos to be delivered and installed in her home. This is kind of what she's thinking. It's like super tasteful, right? Really nice. Instead, this is what she gets. She gets 1,000 pink plastic lawn flamingos all over her lawn. Understandably, she's super mad about it, not really pleased. This is not what was supposed to happen to your beautiful lawn. So she calls into Home Supply, and she gives Corey an earful, right? Says, this is not what was supposed to happen. This is not what I ordered. I need you to fix this immediately. And Corey says, I'm super sorry. Sorry about that. I'm going to get a team out there to get rid of the flamingos, but I need you to just send me your receipt. Email it to me at support@homesupply.com, and we'll take care of it. So Corey sends off this email, and then he's off to go take care of a site installation. Sheila's out of the office all day, also on a site installation. But unfortunately, while they're gone, Deb responds to the email and she doesn't get a response. She sends in her invoice. So she starts getting more and more frustrated when she doesn't get a quick response that's personalized, that's actually relevant to what her problem is. So she starts calling, she starts leaving voice messages, and eventually, as we all do when we don't get a response from the company, that's the site installation, she turns to Twitter. She's furious. She starts introducing the internet to all 1,000 flamingos that should not be in her lawn. And by the time that Corey and Sheila get back to the office, Flamingo Gate has gone viral. Now, this is kind of a goofy story, right, with a lot of flamingos in it, but this is something that I think that we are all pretty familiar with at this point. Deb, Sheila, and Corey are kind of stuck on opposite sides of a gap in expectations about service in the year 2018. What Deb really wanted was fast, personalized service anytime that she wanted it, 24/7, and she wanted to be able to reach out to the company on any platform that she had available to her. Whereas Sheila and Corey really needed to be proactively notified by somebody of all of Deb's attempts to contact them. They needed to be able to respond to her on any platform, and they needed to be able to do it while multitasking and probably handling a couple other customer cases, possibly while physically in front of that customer. So that's the point of Service Cloud Mobile. What we're trying to do is help you to bridge that gap in expectations and reality of what your team can provide in customer service. And we're trying to do that fundamentally by untethering agents from their desks. So with a mobile app, you're going to be able to help customers anywhere, anytime. You're going to be able to focus just on case management, so you're not trying to juggle a bunch of other tasks in Salesforce on your phone, so you can provide great customer service. And most importantly, we want this to be easy for somebody like Corey and Sheila to be able to get up and running out of the box. So the setup is really very minimal. For you admins out there, the only thing that you're going to have to do to get this running is to install a package that handles notifications, and that's it. End of story. What your users are going to have to do is find the app in the App Store on their device, download it, sign into it with their Salesforce credentials, and their case list should be in there. They should be up and ready to go. So we've designed this specifically for people like Corey, who are agents at a small or medium-sized business. But really, anybody who uses Service Console should be able to use this and find it really useful. So that's expert agents, but also team leaders as well. And to tell you a little bit more specifically about what you can expect, my coworker, Kristen, is going to show you. Thanks,
Liz. So what should you expect from Service Cloud Mobile? You should expect a very familiar experience to what you know and love of Service Cloud Console. The entire project was launched from customer feedback asking for a mobile experience to help case solvers on the go. So our product owner, John Pappas, and our design team, we listened to you. We gathered criteria, use cases, and user flows, and transformed those into a mobile form factor. And so for the first release, we're focusing on 3 key experiences. Case management, so the bulk of the case solver's workload, being able to view queues and case lists, contacts, account records, respond to cases, every customer interaction via email, Twitter, or another channel. Bulk actions, so while you're on the go, being able to respond to multiple cases at once, so reassigning cases to a new owner at one time, and performing actions like updating a case status or closing a case. So notifications are something we're really excited about. These are, you'll receive a notification on your mobile app if you are mentioned on a case, are reassigned a case, or a case enters a queue that you are subscribed to. And this is something we're still working on desktop, but we can deliver it to you first in our mobile app. Let's look at a side-by-side comparison of the Service Cloud Console and the Service Cloud Mobile app. You'll notice, big and bold at the top, middle of the console is the case subject. And you'll see that at the top of the Service Cloud Mobile app as well. On the left rail, where you might find the contact and account details, as well as case status and owner, is right below the case subject on the mobile app. In the center of the console is where a lot of productivity occurs. So responding to cases, every interaction between the agent and the customer, updating case statuses. These are custom and standard quick actions, and they're available to you on the mobile app right below that key information. And then below on both is the case feed. So all the ongoings of the case, whether it's an interaction, a case update, a system update, you'll find all of that information in those tabs right below. So now I want to show you a quick demo of what we're delivering in the first release on the Android side. So the Android and iOS apps are made to feel unique for each platform. But we just want to show you a little bit of the Android side. All right, so if Corey had had the Service Cloud mobile app, he would be able to receive notifications of all the interactions that opened as cases from Deb. So if he was on the way to that kitchen installation, he could see that there are 3 new notifications. He could tap into one from his lock screen. That would drill him down into the case with the record open. He could see the subject, some information about the case, the publisher actions here, and the Twitter feed item that opened the case itself. So tapping on that would open up the tweet. He can read the content, see the flamingo that Deb had posted, and is starting to name all 1,000 of those. Directly from this screen, he can tap on this overflow menu, see a series of actions that are specific to Twitter, hit reply, and reply opens the social publisher. If this had been an email from Deb, he would see the email publisher with all of the corresponding email fields. But since it's a Twitter post, you can see the content to make sure that he's responding to the correct one. He can see that he's responding from the Home Supply Twitter social account. The message type is a reply. He could change it to a direct message if he wanted to take it private. But he's just going to tap out a quick message to reassure Deb that the Flamingo retrieval team is on its way. He sends that off and sees a confirmation here. Going back to the case list, this is the case list and all the queues that he might see on his console. He can flip between those using this drop-down toggle at the top. So Corey notices the top 3 are all related to the same case that he just responded to. He's going to perform a bulk action by going to the overflow menu here, tapping bulk edit, selecting those 3 cases. There are a few options here, changing the owner of the cases, the priority, the status, or deleting them. He's going to change the status to closed, make sure that that's what he wants to do, and confirm. And notice that those are now dismissed from the case view. So within a few taps, Corey was able to deliver great service to Deb while he was on his way to another customer site. Let's go back and see how Deb is doing. All right, so now that Deb's flamingos, all 1,000 minus the 10 that she actually ordered, are gone from her lawn, Deb is back to being a customer advocate for Home Supply. Her Twitter feed is all back to normal, and she is back to being a loyal supporter. Now, this project has been in the works for a little over a year, and it hasn't been done completely in secret. We have a closed pilot with some great customer feedback that Liz would love to share with you.
I would. Agents don't have to go into the Salesforce app that all our sales and marketing people use that feels cluttered to them. It's more straightforward and quicker to navigate around the different queues. So this is precisely what we're trying to go for. This is, like I said, prescriptive and purpose-built. It's specifically for case management and nothing else. Sometimes you want a generalist, like the Salesforce app, which is perfect for that. Sometimes you need a specialist, and that's what Service Cloud Mobile is. It opened my eyes to more than just that one-off and escalated case into an actual full workflow. I think it gives us the ability to get in front of people more. That's the other major thing we're trying to do. I mentioned earlier that we want to untether your agents from their desks. For many people, they can't quite hit the expectations that their customers have of customer service when their agents have to be sitting at their desks constantly staring at the console. So what we're doing is trying to provide to them a way of being able to provide that service. So what's next? We're going to go GA Summer 18. But we also already have a huge list of stuff that we're thinking about putting into future releases. So we've got productivity tools that you know from the console, like macros and quick texts. We've got a number of different custom notifications we're playing with. For example, maybe what you really need to be notified about proactively is that a case status has changed. We've also got stuff like Omnichannel and Live Agent that, again, you're going to be more familiar with from console. So it says, what's next? And that's a great question. I would love for you to tell me. And I would love for you guys to tell us that by emailing us at servicemobilefeedback@salesforce.com. Put Trailhead DX in the subject. Me and Kristen will actually get these emails, and so will the rest of the product and development team. So we're actually really excited to hear directly from you about what you think is the most important for us to work on next for this app. At Salesforce, we're all about the customer's success, your success being our success. And the user experience research and design teams are especially oriented that way. Kristen and I literally cannot do our jobs without your help. So one other thing that I would love for you guys to do, if you're interested, is to sign up for our user research program. What this will do is put you on a list of people that we'll contact when we need help or feedback with something that we're either evaluating or new designs that we want to try. Usually these sessions are somewhere between 60 minutes to 2 hours. You can do them after hours, you can do them during your lunch break, and we pay you. So we would love for you to go to salesforce.com/ux/research, or if you have a moment before you leave today, you can head over to Camp Design, which is just down that way, and then toward all the exciting business in the center there. And you go all the way back toward the back, and then you turn left. What's down there is a really exciting little app quiz that we've built that will tell you which Salesforce persona you are. It's kind of like the Hogwarts sorting hat, but for Salesforce. I really like it. And that can be a way for you to sign up, too. So thank you one more time. My name is Liz Fox. That's my email address. Please feel free to reach out directly, especially if you're an Android user. And again, this is Kristen. Sweet.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks. We actually have 3 minutes for questions now if you guys have any, and we'd be happy to take them.
Or you can come up and ask them individually. That's fine, too.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, hey, are we still mic'd?
Oh.